to the question about human nature and how this matters to us politically, the founders were of the view that when it comes to those who are in positions of power, we're going to assume the worst of them. In the words of James Madison in Federalist Number 10, he said, "Enlightened statesmen will not always be at the helm." In other words, we are prepared for bad leaders. At the same time, the founders believed that our better angels could shine through, but they would shine through our liberties, especially when we are animated by conscience, rooted within our faith. To the question of the best form of political order, they obviously gave this a lot of thought. They created a republic, a system of government in which we are assuming that those who may be ambitious are going to be elected into office to represent us, and in that way we're going to direct their ambition towards purposes that serve a larger good. And of course, it's a constitutional order, because it's replete with limits upon those who are in positions of power, including separation of powers in the Congress itself, checks and balances between the different departments, and federalism. To the question of the problem of power, of course, the entire frame of government was created with this in mind. But they also gave us shared ideals to temper power, which are embodied within the Declaration of Independence, especially the majestic thought that all men are created equal. And they allowed and recognized that the very fact of fighting for independence could only be possible through recognition of a God and a higher moral order to whom we are all accountable. So sometimes I hear that this Constitution is outdated. I hear that this is a product of dead white men who don't know the problems that we are facing today. Well, the founders would have been the first to admit that this Constitution is imperfect, because people are imperfect. But that said, they would also ask, in spite of noble ideas that we may have, do we have the benefit of experience in creating political government and constitutions that they have? Have we thought as deeply about these fundamental issues as they did? So my advice to students: be slow to change something that has lasted for almost 250 years.